You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome along. It's Product Thursdays here on Vocal Technologist. And yep, you guessed it, we're talking data today.
Always a big topic.
Always. And we're kind of looking at this interesting push-pull, companies driving super hard for efficiency and intelligence.
Right, but at the same time, they're dealing with some pretty serious security issues and new rules coming down the pipe.
Exactly. So we've gathered some really interesting examples that kind of paint that picture, stuff to get you up to speed fast.
Sounds good. Where should we start?
Okay, let's kick things off with efficiency. Big saving story, Wix. Get this, they managed to 50 to 60% cost cut.
Wow, 50 to 60% on what?
On migrating their Spark workflows. Over 5,000 daily ones from AWS EMR.
Ah, okay, shifting them over to EMR on EKS, Kubernetes. Yeah, I saw that.
That's a massive scale. So what was the magic trick there? How'd they do it?
Well, it's less magic and more smart engineering, really. The big takeaway is that saving serious cloud cache isn't just about finding a cheaper list price.
Right. It's deeper than that.
It's about getting that resource elasticity truly on demand. Wix nailed this. They slashed startup times, we're talking nodes ready in minutes, pods in seconds.
Okay, that's fast.
Super fast. They also streamlined how they manage Spark versions, got way better at using spot instances, across different zones for resilience.
Uh-huh.
And critically, they used Unicorn. It's an open source scheduler, really good for handling resource sharing on Kubernetes clusters.
So it's not just cost cutting, it's making the whole operation leaner, more agile.
Exactly. Operational agility is the real prize. The cost saving is almost a very nice side effect.
Okay, cool. So from that big infrastructure play, let's zoom in a bit, to the library level, Polars.
Ah, yes, Polar is getting a lot of buzz.
Yeah, especially now with GPU acceleration, they're claiming, a 70% speed up?
70% is huge, yeah.
The example they gave was a 40 gig CSV aggregation, dropped from 40 seconds down to just 12 on a MacBook, an M4.
That's seriously fast. For anyone doing heavy ETL, that's potentially transformative. Think about processing locally or with temporary GPU power.
But there's always a but, right?
Well, yeah. The speed is amazing, no doubt. But getting it working smoothly, that's where the friction often comes in.
Like setup hassles.
Exactly. You've still got schema alignment to worry about, managing Python dependencies, CUDA dependencies. That's NVIDIA's GPU stuff.
And you mentioned Mac support isn't quite there for the GPU part yet.
Right. Last I checked, that was still a limitation. So the point is, raw speed is one thing, but making it easy to actually use in your workflow, that seamless integration, that's just as important.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've covered efficiency. How about making data smarter? Intelligence.
Yeah, this is where things get really interesting with AI and ML.
Like what Atlassian's doing with their comment ranker. That sounds pretty neat.
It is pretty clever. It's basically an ML classifier. They fine-tuned a modern BERT model.
Okay, a version of the Google language model.
Yep, tweaked specifically for code review comments. The goal is to make the suggestions from their AI dev agent, RovoDev, much better.
And does it work?
Apparently, yes. They're seeing pull request cycle times drop by 30%. And a 40-45% code resolution rate from the AI suggestions.
Wow. That's getting close to human levels of helpfulness.
It is, and it really shows how you can use targeted ML to boost developer productivity in a specific workflow, not just, generic AI.
But are there downsides?
Yeah.
Limits?
Oh, absolutely. For product teams thinking about this, you got to know it relies heavily on the text of the comments. It needs retraining often because code and comments drift over time, data drift.
Right, models get stale.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the fine-tuning itself, it takes a lot of computational power. So it's powerful, but it's an ongoing investment, not a set-it-and-forget-it tool.
Good point. Okay, crucial topic shift now. Security.
Always crucial. What's the latest scare?
Well, this happened back in August 8th to 18th, a pretty widespread campaign targeting Salesforce instances.
Salesforce? How'd they get in?
Through compromised oath tokens. Those digital keys apps use. Apparently, they came from the SalesLoft Drift app integration.
Ugh. Third-party app compromise. That's classic. And what did they grab?
Sensitive stuff, credentials, including AWS keys, Snowflake tokens. The group behind it is tracked as UNC 1695. Sounds organized.
Yeah, that's serious exfiltration. It's just a massive reminder, isn't it? Security basics are paramount.
Like checking your integrations.
Absolutely. Every single integration point, especially third-party apps, is a potential vulnerability. For everyone listening, this is a real wake-up call to, constantly check who has access to what. really scrutinize those permissions.
Definitely heads up there. Okay, one more big shift. Regulation. The EU Data Act.
Ah, yes. The deadline's coming up, right? September 12th for full enforcement.
That's the one, and this seems big. Sweeping requirements across sectors. Data access, portability, transparency.
Yeah, it covers manufacturers, data holders, users of connected devices. It's broad.
So how is this different from, say, GDPR? We all went through that.
That's the key question. It's different and, frankly, more complex in some ways because it integrates with GDPR and other laws. It forces companies to provide data in machine-readable formats.
Okay.
And here's the kicker. It applies to both personal and non-personal data, demanding multi-party compliance.
Both. Wow. So it's not just PII anymore.
Nope. It's a fundamental shift in data governance. If you're a product leader, a data engineer, this means you need to look at your entire product's data lifecycle,
Right.
from the drawing board right through to end of life. It's not just a compliance checkbox.
That sounds like a major undertaking.
It really is.
Okay, so quite a journey today. We went from Wix saving big bucks with EKS.
And Polar speeding things up with GPUs.
Right. Then Atlassian making comments smarter with ML.
Balanced by that serious security warning about Salesforce.
And capped off with the EU Data Act changing the rules of the game.
Quite the landscape.
It really is.
Yeah.
So the question for you listening is, how does all this change how you think about data tomorrow? With tech evolving so fast and these new regulations landing, it's a lot to consider.
Definitely food for thought.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for tuning in and joining the discussion. We'll catch you next time.
Spoken Tech for your ears.